Here we go. Are we on? Are we on? Are we on? Are we on? Let's check. So, yeah, bro. You'll be live. Yeah, is it no, the Wi-Fi doesn't work. Though. It does. Yeah, it'll be on. Let's operate. Let's operate. Let's operate. What's you want something to drink, bro? If there's water, please. Water. Still, yes. Still, please. Stop. Away, guys. Yeah, it's coming to that slow. Yeah, you said you missed. You told me. It's operate. I just have a Scotland. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm back. Hey, did you guys miss me? Guys, we got potential buys loading on this. I want price to come to my area here and give me a rejection. And then we're going to take buys and we're going to target this new high there. So basically what I want is maybe price to come into this area. That would be nice. Get rejection and then we're going to buy, push into the upside. So it's currently 10. So let's see how it plays out. Please like, please share, invite your friends. Right, everyone. How's everyone doing? You trade gold or US30? I trade anything that looks good. Today I'm looking at trading US30, my brother. Hey, they did me dirty yesterday, bro. They did me dirty yesterday, yo. But I saw you guys still chopped it. I saw you guys still chopped it with the main G. So that was good. That was good. You guys made some money. What are you guys looking at? What are you guys trading? How you guys been? Oh, the last time I was here was last week, Thursday. So it's been a week, man. Been a week. Please check gold. Okay, I'll check gold in a bit. I'm just monitoring this here because there's potential buys loading for us here on US30. Or what I can do is I can look at gold. And you guys will just let me know once prices in my area. You guys can monitor for me. There we go. See, it's coming nicely. It's coming nicely. What I want to see is a nice rejection. We don't want to rush it. We're going to get maybe a 15-minute rejection, then we operate. Please don't forget Germany. And where is Marco? I am not sure, brother. You can message Marco directly. You have his Instagram there? He has courses and stuff that he sells, guys. So if you want him, you go directly to him. You don't have to wait here. Go directly that time. Directly to him. Splodgy Pops asks the same question all the time. I don't know if he forgets or what. You forget, Spongy, what's going on, bruh? Every day you ask me that question. You ask us that question. Even yesterday you asked them the question in the chat. I don't know if you're forgetting or what. I am my OG for what? What's the story, bro? What's the story? I must check gold. Okay, tell me what's price. Okay, price is coming, man. I'm scared to move away. Okay, let's move away. Tell me what price is here, and we get a rejection maybe on a 5 minutes or a 15 minutes. So let's check gold. Gold extremely bullish on the 4-hour time frame based on the previous candlestick there. I did notice we broke out of that area there, right? Because there was some sort of channel that was created by gold. If you guys have a look, there was a channel, right? Look something like that. Okay, so we did break out. There's a level of support around here, right? If I just, why is my face so big here? Let me make it a bit smaller. Second, yeah, it's better. Okay, so there is a level of support here, support there, support there. Sorry, support there, resistance. It's a psychological level of 5,000 as well, so that's very nice. So should price come down to the level of support and reject that 5,000, you guys can definitely look for a buy on this. You guys can definitely look at a buy for this. All good, my G. Ready for a banger day. Yeah, today we're gonna operate, guys. I'm back. I was in Durban sorting out a few stuff, but now we're back, bro. We're ready to push. This is a nice setup, guys. Nice breakout retest. If you get a nice rejection here on that 5,000 level, you take buys going up. You take buys going up. When Kali chops charts, it's like charts play. Hey guys, I love charts, me. I love charts. Let's see what's happening here. Oh wow, we're coming down. There we go. There we go. Price is coming down. So both gold and US 30. We're waiting for buys on both sides. We're just waiting for price to pull down to our levels of support. So this is almost there. Gold, I want to see price come down to that 5,000, get nice proper rejection, and then we can look to take a buy. It's very important to wait for rejection, especially because we just got that London open now. So there is a bit of volatility in the market. So just keep that in mind as well. Let's see what German is doing. What did German do? I also had something for German laid out. I had this for German. Let me show you guys what I had for German. I was just discussing this with my US 30 group on my way here while I was in a bit of traffic, right? Price around this area here will be dope for a buy. Around this level here, the 78.6. That level of 78.6. If you get nice rejection, that could be a nice buy as well. That could be a nice buy as well. Did it tap into 1 second, guys? Give me a minute here, please. Give me a minute here.
No easy falling love. Oh, yeah.
No, it hasn't really hit yet. Okay, sharp. Now let me come to the chat. When is the pod coming out? I think it's coming out tomorrow, guys. That podcast that I went for is coming out tomorrow. They said Friday or so. So yeah, be sure to watch and join. Okay, I understand, Spongy, but I did respond to you in the comments, so I don't think you saw, bro. So he was a guest on the stream, so he's no longer here. I mean, he probably will come back and appear, but if he is coming back, I'm sure he'll notify his community. But if you want to learn directly from him, you can message him because he does have paid mentorship and stuff as well. Don asked me, Marcy, what time frame do I place my FUB on? So with my FUB, I place based on the time frame. I can see good structure. Okay, so let's go to US 30. Right, on US 30, if you guys have a look here, I can see on my 15 minutes, there's fairly clean structure that I can see. I can see there's a low, high, higher low, equal high, higher low, higher high. Right, so it's very clean structure. So I placed from this previous low to that new high. Right, and if you have a look here at my hot zone, it's lining up nicely with minor levels of support. Right, if you have a look at this level here, I got it from around that area there. You guys can see it on the top there. So that's a nice level that price could potentially come to. And if we get a nice rejection there, we'd look to take advantage of buys for the market to push up and target new highs. Now where am I, G? Please show me how to use the FUB correctly. Okay, I will. FUB in an uptrend. In fact, they posted the margin call page. They also collaborated with me. Posted a reel this morning. So you guys can always go back and just save that and watch over it a few times. It's explained in a minute or two on how to correctly use the FUB, right? But what it is basically when price is in an uptrend, you're going to use your last low and you're going to drag it up to the new high, right? So for example, here you can see it's uptrend. There's my last low to the new high, right? When I use it from wick to wick. So let me just remove these dots so you can see a bit better. Right, so I use it from this wick at the bottom to this wick at the top, right? And I want to see price coming to this area here. And in the downtrend, it's the exact same thing in the opposite direction. So you won't start at the bottom to the top, you start from the top to the bottom. And And yeah, that's basically how I use my FUB. Awe Momo Sidzo, the FUB settings, style, you guys can take a picture of this here. That's the FUB settings I use. There's a whole bunch of different FUB levels that other traders use and stuff as well. I just prefer the deeper retracements, which is why I use these ones. But there's a lot of other FUB levels you guys can use, like 50% and 23 point what. I just prefer the 61.8 and the 78.6. NZDUSD. Okay, I'm gonna chop that up for you quietly. Saw you yesterday at FNB. Yeah, I was at FNB yesterday, bruh. But my team won at the end. We're still number one, guys. We're still number one. We're still number one. But yeah, I was disappointed that we lost, eh? We missed too many opportunities in the first half. Hey, Josh, Marcy, my t-shirt. Brother, I have not forgotten. I'm still coming to Durban again, bro, to fetch my car. The trip to Durban the other day was a very last minute thing. I just came to do the podcast. So I didn't have the shirt at home. It's still here. I left it in the office. So by the time I booked my flight, I was already at home. So I'm still coming down, bro. I'll make sure I'll deliver it to you personally, my G. I promise you, I promise you. Awe. Jojo in the building. Shout out Jojo. Do you only trade indices and metals or crypto as well? I trade everything, bro. Everything that has candlesticks and gives me a nice price action, I trade. See, it looks like it wants to go without us, but let's wait. Must come and it our support. Let's be patient. Let's be patient. Let's check what gold is up to. Gold also. No, nothing crazy happening just yet. Nothing crazy happening just yet. Can see a bit of momentum that pushed in now at 10. A bit of momentum, but we want to wait for price to come to us. This could just be a trap. This could just be a trap. So let's not get caught in a trap. Can still come all the way down, give us nice rejection, and then we'll chop. I think from all three setups, the one that I'm waiting for the most, the one that I'm liking the most is the US31. So yeah, I'm gonna monitor this properly. But someone also asked me to please check NZD USD. I was in buys on US30 using the range strategy as I got hit. But luckily now it's in profits. Well done, my brother. Withdrawal day to day. Showcase is gold turning. Morning, Uncle Marcy. Shout out, Jordan. What's up, my bro? Okay, my galleys. Aware. Okay, let me have a look for NZD USD, right? So, guys, if you guys see any of these things falling, just let me know because it could potentially come give us our entry. In the meantime, let's chop up some other stuff. Let's chop up some other stuff in the meantime. So, someone asked for NZD USD. Let's have a look. So, when I use currency pairs, guys, I like to monitor on FXCM for my currency pairs, right? So if you guys have a look, there's multiple different brokers that you can monitor charts on. But I like to use FXCM for my currency pairs, right? You see it's coming down now, guys. You see. Okay, tell me what's fine. We have to wait for rejection anyway, so let's show. Okay, so here NZD USD. Okay, let's start with the dollar. Okay, you know what, guys? Let's do this. Yeah? I'm gonna show you guys how to clean up your trading view. Okay. And I'm still gonna go here, right? So the first thing you're gonna do is gonna add the dollar, right? The dollar is very important. You're always gonna start off with the dollar. So you add DXY. Okay. Oh, it's already here. Right. So you're gonna add DXY on the top. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this rename indices and metals. Where's the and? Okay, so under here is all our indices and metals. Okay, so we got US 30, NASDAQ, German 30, and then let's add silver as well. XAG USD. because I don't like it when things are untidy here. Okay, so we got our metals, we got our indices. Then we're going to add all our USD pairs. So let's just remove this for now. We're going to add all our USD pairs. So you type USD, and then anything that's USD related now on FXM, we're just going to add it here. USD, 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 USD. We don't really trade that much, so we don't need that. Sharp. So we got all our USD pairs, and then we'll just rename this. Add selection, and then here we'll rename it to USD. Let's hope these guys don't remove this stuff, man. So at least now it's neat. When you're gonna look at your USD pairs, you open it up here. All your USD pairs. We don't need that. We don't trade that much. Then let's do the same thing for the Euro pairs. Euro. Remember, I'm only adding FXCMA, so just also do the same on your side if you guys want the things a bit more cleaner, just so it's easier to navigate. Sharp. So we got that. Go here, add selection, rename Euro. Okay, so all our Euro pairs are here. And then let's do it for the same thing for GBP. And the other stuff, you guys can do it. It works exactly the same. But I know most of the time people are trading either USD, Euro, or GBP. And you can add your CAD and stuff now and then, but it's not much of that. Most of it is these ones. So we added a few CAD pairs, sorry, GBP pairs. Let's say add selection, add section, my bad. Rename GBP. Okay, so it looks a bit neater now. So now what you do is you basically go morning traders. Let me see. Is this the premium? This is not the premium trading view, brother. This is the normal trading view. This is not the German came down. Wait, let's go back. So go here, German. Let's check German. Ish. German tapped into my level of support, guys. I don't know if I want to go in. Let's check US. Not yet. Now let's wait. Looks good. I won't lie. But let's see if I can get another 5-minute rejection because we still have this here. If price breaks above, it's probably gonna go. But let's wait and see. Ideally, that would have been a nice entry, but I was busy sorting that other stuff. Yes, please remind them, guys. If I'm not on, please remind them. This is the normal trading, you guys, not the premium one. Check silver. Okay, let me check silver, guys. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to that other guy asked me to check NZDUSD. I'll go back there. I just want to check the indices and metals first. This is a nice level of support here. Yep, 100%. Hey, my students, when they're in their chat, you'll find some stuff for us, bro. This is also a nice buying area, guys. Nice bullish engulfing. Wait for price to come back to that level of support of 78,000. All right, you want price to come here, give us nice rejection, and we'll buy. We'll even buy it right to here. We'll buy it right here to 79,000. But let's wait for a rejection there. German came down. Okay, thanks. Morning traders, always premium. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah, please remind them. Okay, yeah, let's go back to NZDUSD. Sorry, man. The Bruce been asking me for the longest of time. So I'm just gonna put it here. Let me just move it here. It's fine. It is technically USD related. Okay. So NZDUSD, let's start off with the 4-hour time frame. So 4-hour time frame. I'd say we're bearish, right? 4-hour time frame. Why am I saying we're bearish? If you look at structure here, you guys can see we have a high, we have a low, we have a lower high, we have the lower low, we have this lower high, and we have a lower low, right? So overall here, on the 4-hour time frame, it is a bearish market. Okay, now let's add a level of support and resistance. I see we have something along this area here, which is very strong, right? Let me bring it up a bit more close so you guys can see here. There's a nice level of resistance. You guys can see here, beautiful level of support, right? So what we can see is price looks like it's making its way towards this level, right, to this region, right? Let's see if we can make it a psychological level. I think we can make it that level there. Okay, so you see a support, nice resistance as well. And if you go into our lower time frame, let's go to the 1 hour and see how that looks. So on the 1 hour, I'd consider this as my high and that as that low. But the pop count on this is not huge. So ideally, I'd wait for price to come here to this level of resistance. That will basically be a double top. So it'll be that, a rejection for the price to push down and come and create a new lower low. That will be a nice trade just based on overall market structure. But where it is currently, I wouldn't look to take anything. I'd wait for price to come to that level of resistance and reject that resistance, and then we'll take. You guys can see how strong this level is, right? Here, you see those rejections here as well. So that's definitely something you guys can wait for. Make sense? Does it answer your question, my brother? Jordan asks, is German 40 and German 30 the same thing? Yes, it moves exactly the same thing. Everything's exactly the same. We just trade German 30 on space markets, but we analyze here on German 40. It's exactly the same. Okay, my Ghani, shout out my bro. App 6, does it make sense, bro? Before I move on to the next one. Skyrocketing now, quite gold. Gold is still coming down. Still coming down. German, not leaving just yet. Damn, this bro. We just missed our level here, but it hasn't taken out the previous high yet. So we could be lucky and it could come back down. It hasn't taken out this previous high. It hasn't broken above that point. So as long as it hasn't broken above that point, the setup is still ish, but hey, it looks bullish now, man. Ah, look how close we were, man. So close. But let's see. It can still come back. It's not always gone. Oh, Damien, my brother, what's up? Gold would hit 50, 40. Yeah, yo, gold is going to buy, guys. Gold is going to go. So what I was looking at gold this morning, it looks like we're creating some sort of bullish structure around this area here. And this could be a flag. Because if I have a look at this as a low and that as a high, you can see we just missed that 61.8 area, but this could be the higher low for the market to push up and create a high within this range. Let's go into a lower time frame and see how it looks. Yeah, you see here, looks like so. Can you see? Low, high, higher low, higher high. Potential higher low for the market to push up and create a higher high. And we also got that breakout of that channel as well. So definitely maybe gold can go back to 5,200. That would be a nice level, right? If not even the previous high overall, which is around those areas there. But definitely something to pay attention to. But yeah, once we get nice rejection here, we definitely can consider a buy. Because even if you have a look here, well, let me just run this across for you guys. Okay, let's see if you guys can see that one. Let me move this. Yeah. So even if you have a look here, right? Price broke out above this level of resistance, right? So it's above a support. It broke out, pulled all the way back. It just touched that 5,000 and moved to the upside, right over there. So if you have a look at what's happening currently as well, this 4-hour just broke above that level of resistance. So it could come, just tap again and push to the upside, just like it's done here. Broke out, tapped and moved. Same story here. Broke out, break out, hopefully tap and move. So let's see how it plays out. Definitely something to pay attention to. W Pirates t-shirt forever and always, my bro. Shouldn't have made your stop loss so tight on German. On US 30. Skyrocketing now. Please check gold. Awe, Jacob, my bro. What's up, Makali? You good? Let's see if we can chop today. Today I want to chop, guys. Today I want to make some decent money. Let's see if we can add another confluence here. Yeah, that could act as a different confluence, but I don't want it too messy. I'm gonna remove that and leave it like so. So yeah, let's monitor how it comes there. Let's go back to here, see if anything's happening there. Okay, price rejected that previous high, meaning it can still come down. Looks like we got some sort of rejection here at this top, at the previous high, so we can still come down and get an entry. Let's check what the dollar's doing, guys. Let's check what the dollar's doing. I didn't check the dollar. Yeah, dollar is bullish, eh? The dollar is bullish, guys. If you guys have a look at structure here, let me bring this up. If you guys have a look at the dollar structure here, right? You guys can see low, high, higher low, equal high, higher low, higher high, higher low, high high, right? But what we could see, because if you have a look here, you can see there's a slowdown of that bullish momentum. We could potentially start to see it retrace now. That's when we'll use our foot from that low to that high, right? And we could get a deep retracement to around these areas here, which makes sense because if you guys have a look here across, right, you can see there's a very strong level of support and resistance that you guys can see. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Same level became a support, right? And we could see the price come down into that hot zone, which is my foot, and get rejection before we push to the upside, right? But let's see how strong that retracement is. If it's not very strong and it's not enough momentum, it won't necessarily come all the way down. It can just find a small level of support elsewhere and continue pushing to the upside. So just keep that in mind. Let's see where's other levels of support. There is one here as well. I don't know how I feel about this because there's only once the market really used it. But let's just have it on our chart. I'll make it gray. And it looks good. It looks good. Price could even come to this level here, get support here and push out from that point. Yo, Marcy, you good, bro? Do you think gold will retrace further down and tap the trend line? So gold, I don't think it's gonna come. It depends on the momentum. I'm hoping it comes to 5,000 and rejects there. I'm hoping it just comes to that 5,000, rejects there and pushes up. Right here on this level of support. I don't want it to come further down. If it comes here, it must push up. As I mentioned, just as it did there. Broke out, came, tapped in and went. Even if you have a look here, comes here, taps 5,000 and goes. Even when it pushed up, you can see how it rejected that 5,000. That 5,000 is a very, very strong price. It's extremely, extremely strong price. So there's a very high probability it can just come here, tap, and it can move. Right? Or it can even leave a wick that it comes and rejects this whole break of that, what's it called? The channel that I plotted. You almost support and resistance structure, and then the 100% support and resistance structure, and then candlestick confirmation, of course. You have to wait for candlestick confirmation at your level of support and resistance. So far, gold is rejecting of yesterday's high. Let's see yesterday's high. Oh, yep, I can see it here. I can see that here. Yep, that's actually correct. It is, looks like it's slowing down. But I mean, if we get nice rejection at that support, I'll take a buy. I'll take a buy. Even if I target that 25, which is just over here, that's 250 pips. That's more than enough. I'm also hoping for that 5,000 mark. Yeah, that's a nice mark because you guys can see how it was. A resistance here, a resistance, yeah, resistance here, resistance here. So when it's above, it's going to act as a support, hopefully, and push price up. What about EURUSD? Let's go to EURUSD. So dollar is bullish as we mentioned, right? But it looks like it's probably in a retracement phase. And then you can see it looks like this is in the retracement phase as well. I like the look of this retracing all the way up. But remember, if this retraces all the way up, then the dollar is going to retrace all the way down to that level I told you guys of. So it just depends. Depends on how strong the retracement is on the dollar now. Because if it's very strong, it's going to give a deep retracement. Then even this will give us a deep retracement to the upside. However, if it finds support or minus support and continues pushing up, then this is going to continue pushing down. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you guys are trading. Yes, 250 level looks nice. Doesn't look bad. Let's make that 750. Yeah, that looks good. So maybe I'll push up to this area here. Nice rejection for price to come down. That'll be a nice trade. Also, if you have a look at that previous daily close, yo, that's a very strong bearish candle, guys. Very, very strong bearish candle. So for it to come here, leave a nice wick and reject and then come down, that'll be perfect. Even if you guys have a look here at this level that I plotted, you can see how the market, when it broke down below, pushed up, rejected, came down. Right? Very similar to what I want now. We broke down, I want to come up, I want to reject, and I want it to come down as well. So very, very similar to what happened in the past. That's just adding more confluence to my trade, because I've seen that's how the market has played out before. Remember, the market is very, very repetitive, guys. Very, very repetitive. A lot of the time, it does the same thing that it's done in the past. And that's how we're able to trade. That's what technical analysis is. It's us looking at past price action to predict the future. So if you look in the past and you notice certain things, pay attention to it, because there's a very high probability it can play out like that again. Which do I prefer trading between NASDAQ and US30? Hey, I think NAS maybe, eh? Hey, I know, I don't 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 know. I don't have a favorite. In the chat, what do you all prefer, NASDAQ or US30? Or German 30? Which industry you like the best? In fact, I think my favorite is German. I think I like German the most. Which do you guys like? Let me know in the chat. From all the indices. Wait, Tufs, what's up, my bro? Shout out my G, my OUKZN brother. Appreciate it, my brother. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Shout out King J. German 30, German 30. German 13, yes. German. Yeah, German guys. I think, hey, there's a lot of German people, eh? Anyone that makes money. Hey, that's a good answer, bro. I prefer NASDAQ, but it behaves well according to me. Shot. Oh, Nas, German. German Nas. US30. It's a mixture, but I think German 30 wins, eh? There's a lot of German 30 people that like. That's why I like trading London, because German moves a lot in London. Well, I mean, for the last few weeks, as you guys know, it wasn't the best. But I mean, yeah, that's why I like London session, man. I like to make our money early in the morning and then you chill for the rest of the day. No stress, no pressure. See, it's coming back. Maybe we can get those entries here, guys, if we get a nice rejection. Can you see it's struggling to break above that level that I plotted? So maybe once we see a breakout of that, we can look to jump in something. Can I analyze USDJPY? Okay, I'm going to do that now. Gold in Asian session. NAS in New York. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, let's check. What am I checking? Someone said USDJPY. Let's go there. Let's go there. So, this is bullish, like very bullish. But as I mentioned, right, everything that is USD related is going to rely on the dollar. Pay attention to this, right? So you can see this is pulling down now, right? On USDJPY. If you have a look at the dollar, you'll see it's starting to pull down as well. So only once this finds support, once the dollar finds support, then we'll see, okay, cool. USDJPY will most likely be at a strong support as well. And then from there, you guys can look for potential buys, right? But there's a nice level here. I like that. Nice. Let me put it here. Nice resistance, nice support. Right? We can make it a psychological level of 500. Right? Perfect. You guys have a look at that. Then let's go into our lower time frame and see. Yep, you guys can see how clean that was, So should this push down to this level here and we get nice support, I'll have a look at the dollar as well and see if it's at a support as well, right? Let's just say this comes down to this level here, then we could see on the dollar, going back, that the dollar will be down at this level here. So I'll see how the market is behaving at this price. If I see that it's holding here on the dollar, right, I'll go and monitor USDJPY and I'll see if this is holding, then there's a very high probability the dollar will start pushing up from that level, and so will this. If it does not hold at this level, right, meaning the retracement is even further down, then it should come to my hot zone, which is this level here, and that's ideally where it's safe to trade and target highs. And if that happens, and if this comes all the way down to this level, the 97,250, what you'll find, what you could potentially see on USDJPY is we're going to get this big retracement here. Because based on structure, you guys can see, my bad. Based on structure, you guys can see this is the structure creating higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so we're waiting for a buy. That's the new higher high. Now we're getting our retracement. There's my low and there's my high, right? So ideally, this will be a nice hot zone and a nice level for the market to come to. Even if you have a look here, you can see there's a resistance. There's a resistance. We can even put it here, in fact. Let's make it 750, our psychological level. Right, if you guys have a look here, see, nice resistance, nice resistance. So price can come here. If the bullish momentum is strong, it can push up from here. If it's not very strong, and the retracement is still in play, then it can then come down to this level here, and we can wait for buys at this level here. So I always look at the dollar in conjunction to what I'm trading on my currency pairs. I don't just trade just this without looking at the other. Does it make sense? Does that make sense? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know in the chat if that makes sense or not. Could come down and give us our rejection. Let's wait and see. Yep, see, it's coming down. We get nice rejection, we look to enter. But I got my eye on this. I think this is a better option for us, the US30. Those that are on my Indices group know why I'm saying that. Those that are on my Indices group know exactly why I'm saying this looks like a trade we could potentially take, but we have to wait for proper 15-minute rejection, guys. We have to. Jared, as a trader, I'm currently unprofitable. You're a big inspiration, always keeping it real, helping the community. Biggest in the galley for the reason. Big ups for sharing all your knowledge. Appreciate it, Jared. Appreciate it, my brother. Keep working hard, keep pushing, keep joining the streams, keep learning. And your time will come, bro. Just don't give up. As long as you don't give up, you can't lose. You only lose once you give up. Just remember that. Makes a lot of sense. W's. Guys, how's the likes doing? Let's get the likes up, please. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Should you also check the dollar for indices and gold? Yes, you should. However, of course, like the recent crazy market conditions, you find the dollar is moving same direction as indices and stuff like that. So indices, it's a bit hectic. It's a bit different. Not different, but it's not respecting it as much as it used to. And those that have been trading with me for a while can also let you guys know that it hasn't been respecting it too much. Like, for example, when was it? Was it NFP? I think it was NFP. You found the dollar pushed up and so did indices. That's something that doesn't usually happen. Because if the dollar strengthens, your indices should fall. So yeah, it was a bit hectic. I think gold Did gold also push up? I can't remember. But I remember both indices pushed straight up with the dollar. Let's not be stingy with the likes. Yeah, please, guys, let's not be stingy. Let's not be stingy with the likes. How's your week been, guys? How's your week been overall? What have you guys noticed in the market? What have you guys been making money? It's been a tough week. How's the week been? For me, I wasn't very involved this week. I didn't trade much because I was away. Uh, I basically took two trades this whole week. I took one on Tuesday. There's a nice buy on US30. I sent a signal that went to the target that I wanted it to go to. Then I took one yesterday on CAD JPY and that hit my stop loss. So it's only two trades. So hopefully we can get some nice trades today and tomorrow. Bro, please stay on gold and US30. Yeah, this is gold, my brother. Almost 6,000 subs. Yeah, bro. Yo, we need to get to 10,000. We need to get to 10,000, guys. My podcast will be airing. Is that the right word, right? Airing. Is that right? Correct. Let me know. But yeah, it's most likely tomorrow evening, guys. Tomorrow evening on Friday. Zip says yesterday night was our dollar moved up and indices followed as well. Yeah, you see, so it's a bit hectic with it there. So with currency pairs, majority of the time it moves nice, but with indices lately, I've noticed this thing is all over the show. All over the show. Lifetime special on my signals. Okay, I can consider doing that. I can consider doing that for you guys tomorrow. I can consider doing that for you guys tomorrow. But also, don't rely on signals, guys. Even if it's my signals, don't rely on signals, you know. It's best to learn. It's best to learn. But I mean, I do understand some people like signals and they use it in conjunction with learning, which is fine. But don't just rely just on signals, you know. This is where you guys will learn stuff, what I'm seeing, why I'm taking a trade. So even if it goes against us, you know why it went against us, you know why we took the trade. When you just rely on signals, you don't know what's happening behind the scenes, you know. So yeah. Please tell us, do you prefer trading London session because news? I prefer trading London session because I like London session. Usually, right, for the last couple of weeks, I did mention it wasn't moving as it always does. But London session usually gives nice, clean moves without unnecessary wicks. Right? New York session, you can get the direction right, but it can throw a huge wick. And because I'm a full margin trader, it can be a bit risky because I can blow my account, even though my direction is right, but it can just throw a wick, unnecessary wick that will blow my account before it moves, which is why I prefer London over New York. How do you guys feel about that? Let me know what you guys feel about that. London and New York. I know a lot of people love New York. I know New York, people love New York. But I don't like it. Not that I don't like it, I just prefer London because a lot of the times once you get your entry, it takes direction it goes. It doesn't behave crazy and throw unnecessary nicks. Yeah, 100% we can. 100% brother. I don't like to use the word manipulate and stuff, guys. Personally, I'm not saying it doesn't happen and stuff, but I just don't like to use it. I just think it's very volatile. I don't look at things like, oh, they're trying to trick us and all of that. Nah. You see a setup, it makes sense to take a trade, end of story. Yeah, those wicks kill us in New York, bro. Those wicks finish us. Let's see what's happening here. You can wait for that breakout of this level here, and then you can enter that. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, this is nice. That's not mine, though. That was dope. Gold, not coming down just yet. When it comes down at that level there. US30 coming down nicely. Could we potentially get an entry? Let's wait and see. Could we potentially get an entry? Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Kali, the king of full margin. Shout out. Me, I'm going hard, guys, a lot of the times. I'm going hard a lot of the times. Hey, guys, so you know that challenge we did for $10? How did it go, bruh? Let me know how it went. Did you guys pass, fail, pass, phase one, still busy with it. Because you guys were very excited about it. There's a lot of people that was on stream that bought those challenges. How did it go? And let me know how it went. Stuff one in the chat. Shout out to my OG Stuff One. He'll be live at 4 p.m. Please join his stream. Show him some support. Show him some love. I'm almost done with phase two. Oh, that's good, bro. That's good. And I think we did it last week, Wednesday. So within a week, that's good, bro. Very important. When it comes to phase two, you get so eager to finish because you're right there that a lot of the times you can make a lot of mistakes. Okay? It's very, very important. Don't rush. Once you're almost there, wait for that clean setup. Even if it takes you a day or two extra just to wait, make sure you wait it out. Don't just rush and be impulsive and blow that account. A lot of the times, even when I used to trade funded accounts back in the day, there's so many accounts where I was literally right there, and I just blew it up because I'm just trying to chase maybe $500, for example, and I want it now, and I try and take a trade and it goes against me, and then I lose $500. Now I'm down 1,000. Now I'm trying to get that $500 back that I lost. I go in again, I lose again. Now I'm down 1.5 away from my target. And then eventually you'll find out you just lose it because you're just trying to chase. So it's very important. Just be calm, be patient. You'll get that set up. Almost past phase one, taking it slow. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Can we get another discount for that, please? Yeah, I don't know if they can do that, eh? You guys broke it. I started mine on Tuesday and I'm 50% to my profit target in stage one. That's good, bro. That's good. That's good. Maybe once we hit 6,000. Yeah, maybe once we hit 6,000, we can see what they can do for you. We can try. All I can do is try. How about Comit Capital withdrawal? I think they fast, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I don't trade funded accounts, guys. Which year did I start trading? So I was dabbling in trading for a long while, bro. I think from like 2016, 2017, I'd say, while I was working in retail. That's when I started dabbling in it. But I started taking it like really seriously, I'd say, like 2018, 2019. Then I started like buying courses, trying to learn and stuff like that. But from like 2019, 2020 and stuff, that's when I'll say, okay, cool. I'm trading now. And what made me get into it is because I just like money. And I saw you can make a lot of money off this thing from other people. They just make all accounts into class. Hey, the classic account apparently is really nice. Hey, there's some things that have changed about it, but apparently that's good. It's a bit more expensive, but I mean, I think you guys are going to enjoy that. Uncle Marcy, what are we waiting for in US30? So US30, I'm waiting for you to hit my support, one of my supports. All right, and I want you to reject my support. Give me a nice rejection candle. So hopefully maybe this 15-minute can reject 100%. See? Hey, it moves nice, this thing. It must come, it must reject nicely and come, give us a nice entry. If it gives me a candle like this, I'll be happy. See, like this black one here, and wick and that black candle, I'll be very happy. So yeah, waiting for that. Let's see what's happening with German. German is under support. German is under support. Yes, who's back, mentor? Aware. Good guys. We lost against Sundowns yesterday. It's one of those things, brah. Oh, it was disappointing. We didn't take advantage of opportunities in the first half. And then it cost us the game. It cost us the game. But it's still early days. Still, I mean, we're still on top, so let's not stress too much. We're definitely gonna take this season, so don't stress. Don't ever stress. We still got this. You trade gold or US30. I trade anything that looks good to be traded. I don't have a specific thing that I trade only. But I prefer indices, I'd say. I'd like indices, but if I see something on gold, I trade gold. If something on this, I trade that. Please don't forget German. Where am I? Yesterday, I passed phase one. I went shot Magali. I went thanks, Uncle Masi. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Let's see how this 15-minute closes. If it closes above this level of support, we can consider taking a buy. I don't want us to rush and get into it because ish we can, this year this drawdown can kill the people. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Germany is looking so tempting, bruh. Germany is looking so tempting. Germany is looking very tempting, guys. I won't lie to you. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Let's be patient. Let's not be impulsive. Let's not be impulsive. Sometimes it's not nice to look. It's nice just to wait for the closing, then have a look. Because when it's like this here, you just want to jump in. Do you know which main areas to mark as support and resistance? Because when I do it on my chart is full of lines. Okay, let me show you how I mark support and resistance. Guys, when you're learning how to do chart work, don't learn on currency. Don't learn on indices. Right? A lot of people want to learn on indices. Learn on currency pairs. Right? Once you understand and master currency pairs, then you can move on to indices. Because indices are very volatile and very choppy. So when it comes to marking, let me show you. When it comes to marking my support and resistance, you guys can see that, right? All right. The first thing I do is I make sure that I can see everything on the chart, right? Meaning I'm not looking at my chart where everything is squashed up like so. Everything looks clean, right? The first level that I plot of support and resistance, I do it on my 4-hour, right? You guys notice I trade on my 4-hour a lot. I plot the highest point and I plot my lowest point, right? When plotting my support and resistance, I allow wicks to stick out, but I don't want my bodies to stick out, right? And then from the top going down, that's when I look for multiple areas of support and resistance, right? Where the market has the first entry was, oh, no, it's moving well. No, 1 second. My US30 group, they make money there. So yeah, what I then look for is I wait for the market, or I look for levels where I see sharp turns in the market. Like for example, here, there's a sharp turn, sharp turn, sharp turn, sharp turn, sharp turn. So a lot of the times where you find those sharp turns, you're going to find levels of support and resistance, right? So from the top, if I go down, there's a sharp turn that my eye was drawn towards. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Multiple times the market respected it. From there, go down, you can see there's a sharp turn around this area here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. From there, go down, look for another sharp turn. I can see there is something along this area here, and it's 2 touches here, 1 and 2. Next level, go down. I see we have some sharp turns along this area here. Resistance, resistance. From there, down, there's a sharp turn around this area there. I'll put my mouse here, run my eye across, and I'll see, okay, cool. There's a resistance, there's a support, there's a support. Next level from there, go down. I can see here, very sharp turn here. And you can see here, support, support, resistance, support. That's how I plot my support and resistance. Making sense? Does that make sense, people? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Let me go back to US. Oh, you see? See why candlestick confirmation is so important, but I imagine we entered there. Yo, we're going to be crying. Candlestick confirmation is so important, guys. The German also fall. Yep. German also fell. That's why we wait for the candlestick close, because it can tempt us to buy. You saw that 5 minutes and stuff, it was tempting us to take that buy around this area. But now look, it looks like it has to retrace further down. It could retrace around the 500 area, which is there. It could retrace around this 500 area, because if I look at this as the low and that as my high, that's a potential area we could see it come to. But I don't understand, man, why it's not moving in correlation with the dollar. That's where it can come to if this whole level here breaks. If this whole level here breaks. So what's after the support and so what's after? Then I use my next step, which is psychological level. Then I look at structure. Then I use my FIB, and then I use my candlestick confirmation. 100%. If you have a prop firm account with a lot of capital, currency pairs are simplest thing to trade. Just need capital, guys. Yeah, a lot of people think currency pairs don't pay. Guys, I made a lot of money on currency pairs, guys. I made gang money on currency pairs. I won't lie to you. If this closes above this level of support, we could take buys, but we could get a lot of drawdown on the next candle. That's the only problem. Now I close below. Let's wait and see. These buys are still valid. They're still on. It's just about us getting that entry now. It's just about us getting that entry. If this 15-minute closes above here, you must buy. Let's see. The 15-minute closes in 5 minutes time. Let's see here. Could also even get the bias here. Let's wait and see. How do you know when a FIB is valid? When you start to see price create structure, when you start to see a retracement, meaning price is pulling in the opposite direction that the overall flow of the market is moving in, then you know it's time to use your FIB. Currency PUBs are less compared to indices 100%, but all you do is you increase your lot size. All you do is you increase your lot size. You can make a lot of money. If gold breaks 5021, you'll take a buy and target 50. Away. Kill them, Desby. Kill them, my brother. Away, bro. Your strategy is simple yet effective. Guys, you know how many strategies I've done. I've done almost everything that you guys can think of, man. And sometimes we try too hard to be intelligent and we complicate things for ourselves. Tried so many things. I thought, hey, there's always like some secret we need to figure out. The market is very simple. It buys some support, it sells some resistance. When the market is bullish, wait for buyer support. When it's bearish, wait for a sell at resistance. That's all it is. That's all it is. No one knows for sure what it's going to do next, but based on how the market behaved in the past, that's how it behaves. It buys some support, it sells at resistance, it retraces, comes to a level of support in the uptrend, pushes up from there, and vice versa in the downtrend. So once you understand how the market moves, you don't beat yourself up trying to figure out things. Oh, it must hit this high and then come for Asians low. I'm not saying anyone is wrong by doing that, but I mean, there's no reason for that. I make money every month for years now without that stuff. And it's stuff that I've went over in the past and tried to make sense of it. But in real time when I was taking trades, I wasn't profitable. Personally. What made you willing to risk a permanent job for full-time trading? The amount of time I was putting in for the other stuff that I was doing at that time, and the profit that I was making for the time I'm putting in, wasn't worth it. Also, with those other jobs that I was doing, you'll hear it on my podcast as well, that's coming out tomorrow. I was always reliant on somebody else. So when I was in discovery and I was selling policies. When I was in discovery selling policies, I always had to wait for someone to buy a policy from me. When I was running logistics, I always had to rely on, for example, the driver being on time, or I had to rely on, I had to hope that there's no traffic. There's all these things that were out of my control. And that would affect if I make money or if I don't make money, right? So I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that I wasn't in full control. I always had to rely on someone taking this, or if this person flops, then I don't make money. I don't want that. So with trading, it's not like that. The market will move, can move however it wants, but if you can have that edge in the market, you understand price action, you can decide, okay, cool, how much I want to risk on this trade. Do I want to sit out of this here? Do I even want to work today? Everything's in my control. It's just me against myself, because the hard part about trading, of course, is handling your emotions, right? So that's what I liked about trading. You're not relying on anyone. No one can wake up and fire you if you're a trader. So that was a good thing. Gold became what made you? So what is your candlestick confirmations? I like engulfing patterns and I like pin bars. Engulfing patterns and pin bars. So if this 15-minute closed above that, it'll be a pin bar, because it would have leaved a wick to the downside and closed above that would be a pin bar. I'd look to enter. Where it is currently, this is not an entry candle. This is definitely not an entry candle. So yeah. From all the years of experience, what's the one thing that causes most traders to fail? The one thing that causes traders to fail is before people become good traders. Look, people try to become good influencers, not good traders. That's what kills traders. Everyone wants to be an Instagram trader, opposed to putting that same effort in learning the charts. So even if you have a look at Instagram now, there's a whole bunch of young kids and stuff. And shout out to them, they're pushing, they're trying. But if they put just as much effort as they did in the chart work, like they do in creating these videos and saying, join my servers and do this, and I got this robot and that. If they put just as much effort in trying to promote their things like that into actual chart work, they'll become profitable and they won't have to do all these funny things, trade all these demo accounts. The thing is, as soon as you find out about trading, you want to be a mentor. You want to be a mentor, you want to start selling courses, you want to start doing this and that. And that's what killed a lot of good traders. A lot of good traders. You not focus on becoming a good trader, you want to become recognized on social media. And you put so much of effort into that, opposed to trading. Would you guys agree? Let me know in the chat if you guys agree. Shout out, Jordan. Most definitely. I'm still 18, so I've got time, but I know I'll make it one day. 100%. Just keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Yeah, they put a lot of pressure into themselves. 100%, a lot of pressure into themselves. And you can see these guys are trading fake accounts, and they're like, so it's so desperate. They just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yes, 30 buys. Wait 1 second. Let me check on my side. Because US 30 buys. Oh, I mean NASDAQ buys, my bad. Let me see. Nah, I don't know how I feel about it, bro, because of the previous 2-hour candle is very, very structure-wise, it's still bullish on NASDAQ. We're still bullish, right? We're on this level of support. But I don't know how I feel about taking a buy with such a strong bearish close here. I'd rather wait for price to give me multiple rejections on a lower time frame before taking the buy. I do see why you want to buy though. Structure-wise, it's very nice. Getting higher as higher lows. I just don't like that bearish momentum. Even if I look across board, there's a lot of bearish momentum currently. So I'd wait it out a bit to be a bit more safer. The future of forex trading is not looking good. In the US, young kids are buying supercars focused on early. 100%, right? Everyone is focused on the wrong thing here, man. Everyone's focused on the wrong thing. Yeah, and they put pressure on themselves. I always say the most successful traders are the quiet ones. Still rivers run deep. 100%. 100%. And the thing is, there's a lot of talented people. And I spoke about this in the podcast as well. There's a lot of talented people. That are really good. South Africa got the best traders, bro. If you guys look at our entries, when we get our entries, it has to be sniper entries, it has to be blow accounts because we don't trade with big capital like traders overseas. If you guys have a look at the overseas traders, they trade NASDAQ and US 30 with massive stop losses. Right? They can even take a buy here and have a stop loss below this level here. Right? Because they have the funds. We can't do that. So we are forced to be good and get those clean entries. So there's a lot of potential. It's just that people get drifted in the wrong direction in forex. It's like they just want that. It's not so much about the trading now. It's more about having that celebrity status now. That's what people worry about more now, and that's why a lot of people are not profitable. A lot of traders that were around in the industry are no longer here. And what's the reason for that? Because they couldn't sustain their lifestyle from trading. They were always relying on someone to pay them or get this deal or that deal. So, yeah, that's it, my guys. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed our session. I'm not entering anything just yet. We were waiting for this, but we never get candlestick confirmation. So, that wasn't our trade. So, I'll keep monitoring for the rest of the day, those that are in my signal group. I'm sure we'll get something. I'm sure we will get something. Let's just be patient. Let's see what's happening with gold before I go. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get something. Just not yet. We still got London to finish, and then we still got New York. So hopefully we'll get something throughout the day. And I'll send to the group. To those that are not in the community, catch you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Hope you guys learn something. Hope you guys have a profitable day. And we'll chat tomorrow. All the best, guys, and we'll chat soon.